Alright, so I want to talk about testosterone and if it's beneficial for longevity or if it's detrimental to longevity. And it's a rather easy question to answer because all we need to do is go to the island of Okinawa, Japan. Okay, in Okinawa, Japan, the average testosterone levels of a 70-year-old Okinawan are above 400, whereas the average testosterone levels of a 70-year-old American is in the mid-300s. And the Okinawans, traditionally, they had a little bit of pork and fish, but the large majority of their diet is actually vegetarian. They eat a lot of seaweed, vegetables, fruits, beans, and rice. There's many documentaries you can watch on Okinawa and the longevity of the Okinawans. They have more centenarians than anywhere in the world, as far as what I've read and heard. So yeah, there's a lot of talk about how having higher levels of testosterone means that you're going to live shorter. Yet if that was true, then how come we see that the Okinawans maintain high levels of testosterone, yet live extremely long lives? Testosterone is important for pumping up energy levels, driving our desire to attack the day, firing the need to succeed. I'm reading these off John Barron's website. Feeling our sexual desires, elevating our levels of sexual satisfaction, growing hair on our heads while at the same time keeping us from going bald, building muscle and burning off fat, and facilitating better circulation. So testosterone is an important hormone. And this whole idea that if you were to lower it would somehow increase your lifespan just simply does not add up. Because if that was so true, then we would see that the people that live the longest would have low testosterone levels, but we actually see the opposite. So in my opinion, from my understanding and from what I've observed, it seems to me that having higher levels of testosterone is beneficial. Now, another important thing to remember is that many people seem to equate meat and animal products with higher levels of testosterone. That's not always true, because meat and animal products also come along with lots of dioxins, because dioxins store in the fatty tissue of animals. And dioxins have been known to cause hormonal imbalance and developmental problems, and it can suppress your immune system. Also, given the fact that animal products do not contain phytonutrients and antioxidants, animal products tend to cause a lot more oxidation versus plant foods that will give you a lot of antioxidation. So essentially, plant-based foods are helping to slow the aging process, protecting the cells from damage. What this means to me is that it equates or results in a healthier output of hormone levels. If you have healthier hormone levels, you're going to have better testosterone levels across the board. Also, considering the fact that many of the animal products that people consume are derived from female animals, which female animals contain a lot of estrogen. So you may not think that you're getting a lot of estrogen, but you might be getting a lot of estrogen from drinking dairy and consuming meat. Now, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but it's a possibility. Another thing that we need to remember too is that many plant foods out there naturally help to support healthy hormone levels. You got wild oats, nettle, puncture wheat or Tribulus terrestris. You have maca, muya palma, sarsaparilla. These things are great for your hormones. So, you know, we have a wide arsenal of hormonal supporting herbs out there in the plant kingdom to take advantage of. We don't need to be resorting to things like deer antler, colostrum, you know, in these inhumane practices. We could definitely be very healthy, have very good testosterone levels, very good balanced hormone levels. See, many people don't have balanced hormone levels. So, and one other point, or actually 2 points, is that there's been, I believe, 2 studies that have been done thus far comparing the testosterone levels of vegans, vegetarians, and meat eaters. What they found is that vegans and vegetarians had 16 and 6% higher testosterone levels than meat eaters, which is significant. And there's many reasons behind that, but you know, many would assume that meat eaters would have higher testosterone levels, and actually the studies have found that that wasn't the case. So, you know, don't just gullibly or ignorantly believe that just because you eat meat that automatically means that you have higher testosterone levels. And also realize that many of the longest lived centenarians consume, or the bulk of their diet is predominantly plant-based. So I think these are some important things to understand and realize. And you know, with all the talk about castrating yourself and trying to lower your testosterone because it's going to equal a longer life, just simply blows up when you actually look at the facts, you know, and when you look at long-lived people. So I would recommend that people do not, and I repeat, do not try to lower your testosterone levels. You don't want to be messing around with your hormones. Just eat healthy, be happy, and yeah. So if you like this video, please like, favorite, and subscribe.